Disruption of a conservative campaign. What happened next was shocking. In a pivotal moment of the 2025 federal election campaign, Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre took the stage in Hamilton, Ontario, to unveil a comprehensive plan targeting one of Canada's most visible and emotionally charged issues: the rise of illegal encampments in urban centers. Held in the heart of a community grappling with rising crime, homelessness, and economic instability, this event was far more than a typical stump speech. It was a microcosm of the national debate over public safety, leadership, and the future direction of the country. The event drew a large crowd, including members of the Hamilton Police Association, underlining the growing support for Poilievre among law enforcement officers. Their presence symbolized a shift within policing communities, many of whom have grown disillusioned with the Liberal government's so-called soft-on-crime approach. Poilievre's tough-on-crime platform, grounded in common sense and accountability, has struck a chord with officers and citizens alike who are fed up with the chaos that has come to define too many Canadian cities. But amid the seriousness of the moment, the event took an unexpectedly personal and human turn, an interruption not from a protester or heckler, but from Poilievre's own young son, Vincent. While Poilievre spoke passionately about restoring order and safety, Vincent coughed and shouted excitedly, momentarily derailing the event. What could have been a distracting hiccup turned into an unforgettable highlight. Rather than reacting with frustration or annoyance, Poilievre embraced the interruption with charm and wit. With a smile, he acknowledged his son's outburst, lightening the mood and drawing laughter from the crowd. It was a moment that revealed not just the politician, but the father, a man grounded in family and capable of grace under pressure. This impromptu interaction became a defining moment of the day, demonstrating his relatability, quick thinking, and natural ability to connect with ordinary Canadians. In an era where many political figures appear distant, rehearsed, and robotic, Poilievre's authentic response reminded Canadians that behind the policies and the podium stands a real human being. And in politics, authenticity is currency. This moment, unscripted and heartfelt, resonated with the crowd and was later echoed in media reports, casting Poilievre in a relatable and human light. Yet the significance of the Hamilton event went far beyond a charming anecdote. Poilievre used the platform to make a powerful case for change. He highlighted his plan to eliminate illegal encampments by ensuring repeat violent offenders are kept off the streets, investing in treatment programs for those battling addiction, and fast-tracking affordable housing construction, while holding violent criminals and drug dealers accountable. These proposals are part of a broader crime strategy that has already earned the endorsement of police unions across the country, including in Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver. This growing support from frontline officers marks a crucial turning point. Many in law enforcement have spoken out about the repeated failures of Liberal bail reforms, which have allowed violent offenders back onto the streets with little oversight or consequence. The tragic shooting of a Mohawk College student in Hamilton, killed by a stray bullet in a drive-by shooting, was fresh on everyone's minds. The suspect, shockingly, was out on bail at the time. For many in the audience, including grieving families and local residents, this tragedy was not just a statistic, it was a grim indictment of a justice system in crisis. Poilievre's speech did not shy away from these hard truths. He connected the dots between rising crime and failed Liberal policies, laying the blame squarely at the feet of Prime Minister Mark Carney and his predecessors. In contrast to Carney's proposal to inject an additional $130 billion in government spending, money Poilievre argues Canada doesn't have, he laid out a vision of fiscal responsibility, a plan to cut $55 billion in bureaucratic waste, reduce the Liberal deficit by 70%, and redirect funds to areas that deliver real value for Canadians. This economic message has become a central pillar of Poilievre's campaign. With inflation still straining household budgets and Canada entering a fifth consecutive year of per capita economic decline, Poilievre's pitch to bring home prosperity is resonating. He has repeatedly criticized Carney's background as a global banker and elite technocrat, arguing that the Liberal leader is out of touch with everyday Canadians who struggle to afford groceries, rent, or even basic public safety. The tone of the event shifted again during the press conference, when a global news reporter challenged Poilievre on the issue of economic stability. Instead of offering platitudes or evasive talking points, Poilievre leaned in, asking pointed questions back, demanding specifics, and flipping the script. He accused the Liberals of plunging the country into an affordability crisis, while championing policies to fast-track resource projects, remove red tape, scrap the carbon tax and liberal oil cap, and get shovels in the ground for housing. He emphasized that economic growth and public safety go hand in hand. A society where people fear walking in their own neighborhoods is a society that cannot thrive. Poilievre's message was simple: restore safety, cut waste, grow the economy. And throughout all of this, young Vincent played outside, oblivious to the political gravity of the day. His brief interruption became a powerful metaphor, a reminder that families, not politicians, are the real stakeholders in this election. That unscripted, authentic moment cut through the political noise and offered a glimpse of what motivates Poilievre beyond policy: his desire to build a safer, stronger Canada for future generations. As media outlets scrambled to report on the event, many focused not just on Poilievre's policies, but on the human element of the disruption. His poise and humor in the face of the unexpected made headlines. In the cynical world of modern politics, these moments, rare as they are, can reshape narratives. Voters are tired of stage-managed theatrics. They crave authenticity. And Poilievre delivered. Meanwhile, Mark Carney continues to face criticism for his ties to global institutions and perceived indifference to the concerns of working-class Canadians. His support for controversial bail reforms, carbon pricing, and increased government spending has left him vulnerable to accusations of elitism and ideological rigidity. As Poilievre paints himself as the voice of ordinary Canadians, Carney is increasingly seen, rightly or wrongly, as the voice of distant, disconnected privilege. The political contrast could not be sharper. On one side, a conservative leader championing law and order, fiscal discipline, and tangible results. On the other, a liberal leader embracing progressive orthodoxy and economic expansion with little regard for the consequences on inflation and public confidence. The battle lines for this election are becoming clearer by the day. And at the center of it all are ordinary Canadians, parents worried about safety, workers anxious about the cost of living, communities desperate for leadership. The Hamilton event crystallized the stakes of the 2025 election and offered a glimpse of the type of leader Pierre Poilievre aims to be: firm yet approachable, principled yet pragmatic, serious yet grounded in family. In the weeks to come, these defining moments, interrupted press conferences, heartfelt endorsements, and community-driven campaigns, will shape public opinion more than any poll or punditry. As Pierre Poilievre continues his cross-country tour, he's proving that politics doesn't have to be sterile or cynical. It can be honest, human, and focused on what truly matters. Whether it's a child's joyful outburst or a community's cry for help, real leadership listens and responds. In Hamilton, Poilievre did both.